Oh, that was loud. Oh, goodness. All right, let's start recording here, and let me check the audio real quick on the last stage of these turtles. Pretty stoked about that. All right, so not exactly where I left off last time. I added a little bit of putty mask around their masks so that I can do the dry brushing without worrying about too much overage hitting their skin and having to deal with that. So I am going to dry brush them, especially Mikey and Raph, probably a little heavier, because I don't like the way their wash turned out. I think they're good for highlight. I think these guys need like a mid-tone dry brush and then highlight. So I can reuse these pots. Small dry brush too. I guess it's small, but can't get your And then once I'm done with this dry brush, touch up the eyeballs and stuff, and the edges. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to use the cups. Water down here, please. Should keep one fresh. Alright, anyway. Clean water in case I need it. Q-tip in case I need it. Alright. Let's take a look at our potential. What's up, Tyson? Take a look at our potential dry brushes for the evening. That is flat. So I'll hit the highest parts, but not in the crevices. I guess it's kind of good. Also, it's very stiff, so it's going to be very controlled. I don't want that. I want it a little loose. Fabricy. Possibly this guy. Yeah, I think this is going to be my guy. Super, super light. I just want to brighten him up a little bit because his wash got a little dark. Brush a little bit. Dampness. And we're going to go back in here with this vampire red. dabble. Just a little. Ignoring that, but we'll see. Bringing it back up just a tiny bit. Nice, congratulations, Tyson. That's awesome. I hope you're as happy with yours as I am with mine. That's exciting. It's an exciting time. Yeah, the wash is gonna. It really darkened it down quite a bit. So like I said, I want to put in just a tiny bit more life back in it before I hit it with a highlight. But once I get it with a highlight, it's gonna really pop. It's gonna look good. Darkness there. That's where the knot comes to. Get in there and hit the little eye area a little bit, little eyelid. I'll be repainting that anyway with the neck tan. That's better than it was. I gotta get his little. Gotta do their little things here too. I'm doing a very light dry brush. This I may just do in the highlight color. Oh, I got some flat spots here. Careful not to break it. It does make a little bit of a difference. drop more. Oh, thanks, Tyson. I did have a pretty good day today. Plagued by some tech issues, but what can you do, you know? It wasn't an emergency, so not a huge deal, but all in all, it was a good day above ground. Alright. Yeah, these things are a little dirtier than I wanted them to be. Some spots. Brushing them up a little bit. Oh, cool look though. This vampire red just barely comes through the black. When you put it on top of the wash parts. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on it. I'm just gonna hit it with a highlight red. Which, let's do that right now. Oh, the crow statue? Yeah, that one was good. Yeah, that was a good statue. Yep. Once you get into it, I'm telling you, just all you're really gonna want to do. At least that's how it's been for me for 2 years. I've never done anything consistently for 2 years. So yeah, once you get into it, it's just gonna be always something you're always gonna want to do. I look at my backlog as like years worth of statues to do. Yeah, highlight of this pure red. Don't need that much. Wet. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, that looks good. Gets in there, hits his lower eyelids a little bit, gives a little separation in there. Yeah, that'll do it. Maybe a little bit more here on the top. Yeah, it's going good. All right. What Patreons are you looking at, Tyson? I mean, there are tons. Like, no. I had to really just cut mine down to just basically the Wicked guys. Any one-off statues like these turtles and the Green Lantern from CA Studios, I just bought those kind of one-off. Because yeah, I've got so many Wicked statues that, you know, I'm doing these because of a very specific need. But other than that, I'll be doing Wicked statues for years. Let's switch over to this orange. Oh, poop, I forgot to... Nope, not done with the red yet. Gotta do the bandana. Yeah. Yeah, the Wicked guys. I'm looking forward to their Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm sure they're gonna kick ass. They should do the whole Deadpool core. Just make just little variants of the of Deadpool. That'd be sweet. That'd keep us busy for a while. dry brush is really bringing out the texture in this little claw. Yeah, Ghostbusters would be cool. They do movie stuff. I'm sure they would do Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, I like this so much more now that I'm brushing it up, bringing it back to life a little bit, you know. Left a little bit of shadow in there. All right, moving on. Oh, I would definitely put LEDs in the Ghostbuster packs. That's 100% gonna happen. There's some things that demand to have LEDs put in. Lightsabers, proton packs, things of that nature. Iron Men. I do think I want to do a quarter scale Iron Man for one of my quarter scale slots, because he's always been my favorite character. Nope, I'm gonna clean him up just a little bit because he got a little dark. So, what's up, Jeffro? Just cleaning up Mikey. He's got a black spot from the wash that I missed. Kind of seeped in there. So, Raph and Michelangelo were the dirtiest. I'm just really gonna do a mid-tone brush up them first. If I can get this empty. Back. I don't think this is doing much good. I think I should just go on with the highlight and yeah, I forgot oranges and blacks don't like to lay together. Kind of get muddy. Since it started, now I gotta finish. It's helping a little bit, I think. dry brush set, I would just use makeup brushes. I got these, like, just little cheap blending makeup brushes. I do have a couple little army painter dry brushes. They're good for. I should probably be using one on this actually, but I wanted to kind of the spread of this thing. But anyway, they're good for miniatures, I guess. But yeah, army painter dry brushes, they're pretty good. I mean, the makeup brushes are cheap, and you get you get a big pack of them. So you get some big fluffy ones, and you get some small ones like these. Like, it's, for me, I think the makeup brush is the way to go. Just buy a pack of them. Cheap as you can find. Dry brushes are one of those things too that, like, they're not going to last forever, like, no matter what you do. That's kind of because of the rough treatment that they get, the bristles break down faster. So no matter what you get, you're going to be replacing them. You can be replacing them more often than you would like a regular paintbrush, I should say. Like, they start to get frazzled and stuff. But I mean, they do last a pretty good amount of time. So I just mean that, like, you're going to use them up, but they do last. And they're cheap. The ones I get are. I'm trying to lighten this up and even it out a little bit. A little more filthy than I want. The bright orange is gonna catch all the edges. Really give it its orange color. Right now it looks like muddy poop. That's a mess in there. I also missed some supports in there. This thing was too delicate to really work on that much. Should have did better than that, though. That's okay. It's too late now. Tell you what, I either have too much or not enough. Let's help him a little bit. Once I get that highlight on there, blend this back in. All right. Bright orange on there. Mop brushes? What are mop brushes? Never heard that term. Okay, now. Perfectly clean. Just I'm sure a pro would probably hit the highest highlight as like a yellow or something instead of this like just bright orange, but I don't have that kind of swagger. 40-piece 1-inch mop brush for acrylic painting. I don't know. Does it look like this? Is it fuzzy on the end? Like these big ones, the big ones come in really super handy. I use this one quite a bit. Yeah, I think I've had this for probably a year or so. I still got a bunch of other variations of it too, where it's like you have these kind of big rounded tips. I don't use the rounded tip one as much, as you can see, because you only get like surface contact on that very, very top edge. But so that's probably a little too soft, or at least I mean it's a little too round for my case. This flatter one though does a good job grabbing edges. But these kind of long sticky ones, you know, they help you get into like little spaces and you know, just smaller areas to control without being so like tight that they, you know, just paint. You know what I mean? Like the dry brush, you want it to be kind of loose, you know. If it's too tight, then it'll hit a lot. Like it'll pick up a lot of, it'll flood basically, kind of. At least that's what I've discovered. I'm being a little conservative with this, but let's try it. Yeah, there you are. Wanting globs. Oh yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like I said, just yeah. I mean, I like I said, these are the ones I use, and they're pretty soft. I would say they're ultra soft. I'll go through my Amazon purchase history. Mikey's looking a little dirtier than I wanted, but that's okay. Yeah, probably fine. Ah, right here at the end. I just need one tiny little bit more. So close. The perfect amount of paint. All right, moving right along. This thorough cleaner here, alcohol. A little bit of orange left in there, but it's okay. All right, purple time. So I don't know if this Grimoire purple is going to be bright enough, or if I want to go back to this the purple. I think I want to go purple because this doesn't. This looks flat. It's less saturation, but it looks flat. I think I'm just going to go with that. I suppose I could mix together a little white. But yeah, let's do that. Let's mix up. Make sure we mix up enough that I can do both. I can do the ribbon part too. Very, very light. I normally don't mix colors, but it's usually because it's too hard to match if you have to try to fix something. But this is fine. Very small. Very small thing. My hands are clean. Oh yeah, good choice. Good choice. A little heavier than I should be. A lot of paint in there. here I'm turtling in. No pun intended. Hard to see what's going on. Going on a little strokey. The brush is still too wet. Still got a lot of moisture in that brush. You gotta push down in there. There we go, that looks better. But I did that. It just didn't feel finished. All right, one more. It's a little, starting to get a little saturated. But we're gonna push on through. This is our last bit. You can do it, Brush. I believe in you. And it's just touch-ups and varnishes. And we done. Just fabulous from Vallejo. Change brushes because this one is kind of saturated, I think. is not wanting to cooperate. It's saturated as well. Alrighty. Yeah, it's like the brush is full, but at the same time it's not wanting to come out. Pretty good, actually. Probably too bright. See, I got some. Just caught the ridges. I need this light on though. It's super dark in here. That flat part. There it is. There's a line right between having too much and not enough. You can hit it perfect like I just did. Comes out really nice. The flow is better. The brush, yeah, now it's really picked up the edges. Alright, cool. Happy with that. Let that one ride. See if I can do it again. There's a perfect amount. also don't recall if this is the top or the bottom, or which edge is the top and which edge is the bottom. I guess it doesn't really matter. Treat them both the same, flapping in the breeze anyway. Thanks, Jeffro. Yeah, they're starting to come together. All I got to do now is demask them. Or take the putty off. Touch up the eyes. Anywhere else I need to touch up. Then do a final varnish with their mattes and glosses. And that's it. Glue the pieces down and we done.
So you have to choose some field in which you operate at your best capacity and which will then serve as an influence to deter all these other things.
Dry brushing really does bring out the geometry in these things. So good.
Best I can with my truest belief. Right. Then all these other things will be affected as I desire them to be affected, as much as I can affect them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna brush it on. It's like it'll be just localized in some areas, but that is coming up soon. Oh, I gotta clean the blue out of this brush right now though, because that is really in there. That blue is tough to dry brush. I don't know what was going on with that. Just couldn't get the viscosity right. This one maybe this brush may be blue forever. Let's see. I was telling you to buy the cheap brushes. This is why, because sometimes they just get trashed. This one does not want to come clean. Almost. Alright, I'm not gonna get this back to white, but it's clean enough. That'll just be my punky Smurf brush. For the rest of your days. That is how you shall be known. Punky Smurf brush. Alright. Take this mask off and see what we got underneath here. Yeah. good. Take it. A little bit. It might went a little darker than I would have liked, but it looks cool. So I'm gonna let it ride. Get two. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of deck tan to the fringe of their masks. Just little spots here and there, just to give them look like they've been worn a little bit. Speaking of, let's get on that tan business. Oh, so close to the end. Oh, I forgot I have a precision dropper now. I don't need to make such big drops. Still haven't gotten used to this thing. Ooh. I had my habits kicked in. This trash water is trashed. Time to nominate a new mixing brush. Yeah. Usually take one of my least used and most damaged medium-sized brushes to be my my airbrush brush. It's easy to jam down into the airbrush cup and clean it. All right, I think I need. Let's go. I'm gonna need a number 1. Get in here, teeny tiny like. Yes, I did. I got that. I got this bad boy. But yeah, it's just a very little bit of pressure, and it just little micro drops shoot out, like a lot of them. not going all the way into the corners with this, because I want a little bit of that griminess in the corners of the eyeballs. I'm just kind of going along the center. Oh, that looks sweet. A little bit more over here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Once I gloss that. Yeah, Amazon. Gloss that, it'll look good.
You know they're out there, don't you?
On second thought, I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to risk it and it'll look weird, so I'll just touch up Leonardo's mask a little bit. He's got some white edges that I missed. I'll hit it with that bright blue. Mikey's got a whole lot of orange in his eyes. pleased with that outcome. Everybody's got eyeballs. Wait, I'll touch up on this mask a little bit. It's bright blue. Alrighty. Give those guys a couple minutes to dry. We're ready for some varnishes. Yay. I take a little quick health station break. Collect my varnishes, and I shall return. These paints out of the way. I need a 3, definitely need a 4, possibly a 6. Flat brush would come in useful. 1, probably, yes. The eyeballs. This dry brush, no, we're done with you. Hey, what's up, Antique? No, I've finished the mask dry brushing. Do I need a 2? I'll keep the 2 just in case. So they've got their masks kind of washed and dry brushed back up. Be happy with those. Painted their little corresponding ribbons. And now I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna come back and do the varnishes. And a matte. All right, I'm back. Let's see here. All right, so these are my Vallejo Premium varnishes. I use these for a final top coat because they take longer to dry. Everything already has, like, at least the body and the shell and the front, that stuff already has their varnishes on it, so I don't have to do that. I'm just going to be spot varnishing with the with a brush in the different spots. So like the toes and the eyes and the teeth, those will get glossed. The wraps will get a matte, and then the pads and the leather will get a satin. And the metals I usually leave in their metally, with their metal texture. I usually don't varnish the metals. But if I do, I would hit it with like a gloss. These are this is kind of worn metal anyway. I don't want too super shiny. Now that I'm looking at Leonardo's katanas, I'm kind of wondering if I should have painted those black. No, second thought. It would be minimalist, they'd be metal. Alright, there we go. So, anyway, let's start with the let's just start at the bottom. Let's start with the gloss, work our way up, and then the matte on the wraps, and then the satin. Actually, I take that back. Let's do least shiny to most shiny. That's more fun. So we'll go matte, satin, and then gloss at the end. What am I doing first? The matte. So these are the it's going to be all the wraps. So actually, with this matte finish on these wraps, they're actually not going to change. They're not going to look any different than they look right now. But they'll be protected from dust and stuff. I've not used this matte in a while. I'll put it on there. It goes on shiny, but once it dries, you never see it. Like nothing happened. Also, if you previously painted something with, a spray varnish, and these elements have gotten in the, we wanted to kill the reflectivity on something, this matte varnish is the way to go. It shouldn't take too long. Have to be, just gotta stay within the lines. Not sealing it all the way up to the edge. Just the spots where your eyes are gonna pick it up. Now you do see a difference with a matte finish on solid colors like blacks. It really gives you a sense of the material. It almost grays out the black. It's kind of right. I'm glad I did that little extra bit on his heel, because the way he stands, his pose, his back foot is kind of raised. So I put a little extra dirt underneath his foot wrap. I'm glad I did that little extra bit of thoughtfulness. Moving on to the hand wraps. We just gotta slap this in there. The weapon wraps too. Is that it? Alright, I think that's all that's the mat. What I want to do is mask in satin matte. I think I'm gonna do the. I think I'm gonna do the mask in satin. I was gonna do them in the matte, but I want them to catch the light a little bit, so I think I'm gonna do those in satin. Oh, he only has these two wraps in here. Gotta seal their little nunchucks too. I'm going to do the wood handles in satin as well. I know they should probably be matte technically, but I want them to catch a little bit of light too, you know. That's really what the varnishes are about for me. Separating the layers, like separating materials in the light. Just a subtle little thing that your brain connects to, you know, textures. I mean, I got brushes from Amazon. I think this I got from like an art store. I mean, I'm not too hung up on like quality brushes, you know. It's like, obviously if there's crap, then I'm not gonna get them, but these what are they called, these golden maple ones from I just got these off Amazon. Golden maple, I mean, they're cheap, but I like them. They stand up pretty well, or they hold up pretty well. I put my brushes through some work, so. And I don't think they're expensive. I think it's like, I don't know, $17 for like a big pack of them. Like, you get a whole bunch. Yeah, I don't get too hung up on like the quality of brushes. I think that's one of those things that's kind of like a consumable. Like, you're gonna go through them. Eventually, they're just gonna get worn out. I guess I suppose the mentality is if you buy quality brushes, they're not going to wear out as fast. I would rather just buy fresh new brushes every few months. Never ask me for opinions unless, like, if you're looking to save a few bucks, because I have no respect for money. I don't care. This is my hobby. I'm gonna get what I want. Hobbies are supposed to be where you splurge, right? Yeah, you'll. I can't even really say that I. Well, that's not true. It's more about the time, the amount of time that they last. There are definitely some that like I got a little trial brush that came with the army painter set that I got. This is it actually. Now I'm using it for my. This is just my cleaning brush. It was such garbage. Like it frayed almost like 3 days in or something. All right. I did both their hands. Yeah. Did their feet. Those feet. Yeah. Then this weekend I can do my photo shoot. Turtles. Video shoot. Start editing the video together. Clean up my studio. It needs a cleaning. And prep the last few parts for Green Lantern. I gotta cure the clear bits. They require a little bit of a special treatment, so. Plus there's this one really tall, curly, transparent part. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna fit that in my cure box, but I will figure that shit out. Yeah, there you go. Just do what works, you know. Go with your gut. You'll be fine. Now, if we were talking about like precision tools or something, I think that definitely there are opinions. But I feel like brushes, like I said, are kind of one of those things you're meant to just go through, no matter how good they are. I do want to, and speaking of brushes, I don't know why this made me think of it, but I think I'm gonna treat myself to a new airbrush for my birthday next month. Now that I know what I'm looking for in an airbrush, I know how to shop for one. So I think, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna live a little. Did all that right? Yeah, I did for this. Does it look like I did? Because when it dries, it looks like nothing happened. Alright, there we go. Please down. Come here, Captain. Yeah, I think some things you can buy cheaply, some things you better not. Some things are worth the extra cost. Very rarely these days, though. Inflation is fucking crazy. How much things cost is just nuts nowadays. Just in general, everything. I'll get through this quickly. Got other stuff to do. I think this is probably the safest way to handle Leonardo so that I don't accidentally hit his swords at this late stage of the game. It would not be fun. I do have to pick him up though to get this front. Alright, up. Suppose this really isn't necessary. Nobody's gonna be touching him. It's more force of habit. Alright. Matte varnish has been applied. Now, let's get the satin on there. Chunks. Use the lip of the cup in here just to load out my varnish. There's no sense in making a mess. Alright, so for this, I want to satin up the leathers. If I get some on the skin, it's okay because it's already got a satin on it. But also, this satin will help it catch just a little bit of light. Like I said, that's the big thing for me. Gotta slow down. The texture is causing the brush to make a bunch of bubbles, and then they'll become perma bubbles in the varnish. So yeah, I gotta slow down just a smidge. Sure, pop the bubbles as I go. I like to put this coat of gloss, or this coat of varnish on kind of thick, because I really want it to do its job with the light. And it kind of brings out the color a little bit more, I think. Kind of saturates it, gives it a little bit, turns it up a little bit, you know? Any edges that are super visible. Put my hand right in it. Okay, this is definitely where it's going to get a little complicated. You know what I can do is I really only need to apply the varnish in the places that you can really see. I'll just put them on a stand. I don't really need to swing them around that much. Maybe a little bit here in the front, very prominent position here. Teeth and the thing I'm going to do, the teeth and the eyes, I'll do in gloss. Alright, now we can set them in his piece. Now it's going to be too hard to do his belt. I'm going to hold you. I'm just going to have to be very, very careful. Stay playing Twister with my fingers. That looks pretty stinging stripey. I'll just paint all the rivets at the end and they're all going to be set. All right. can get to my mic or my mute in time. Goodness. Master. Pick up some light. Alright. Oh, weapons. They really probably don't even really need a varnish, but since we're doing it.
the big box money in the house for me?
Yeah.
My backer, I can't remember. It looks pretty big.
The wife needs me for some heavy lifting, so I will return shortly. Sit so contact too much. All right, I'll be right back. Whew, it is humid out there. I'm never going outside again. I'm just gonna become a hermit. All right, what was I doing? Finished Mikey. Donatello. Had a little bit of varnish on bow. I'm just gonna do the wood parts. Not gonna worry about the wraps. this mat. Nobody's gonna be touching it or anything. Yeah, my wife was putting some stuff out for a donation pickup tomorrow, and I was helping her with the bags and stuff. It's freaking humid out there, and I sweat easily, so summer in the south is not my friend. You can imagine I'm more of a fall and winter kind of person. But even that, I stay inside. Okay, let me just rephrase. I'm an indoor kind of person. I'm just gonna be indoors. I am a little bit on the worn out side. It was a long day today. But I'm gonna get these guys glossed up, and I'll probably I'll do the final assembly, gluing everything down. And I can reposition the camera and make it a little more fun. So tonight I'm just gonna get these varnishes on, and then we'll do the final assembly in the summary video. Yeah, hell, I might just go. I'll at least piece them together for us tonight. Kind of excited, but yeah, everything's still gonna dry. So the painting, I have this. Well, camera can alright. That's my problem is I do work remote all the time, so I haven't left my house for any serious reason. I have to go to the grocery store. That's really it. But maybe once a week. That. And I haven't been to the office. Can't even remember when. I think they're supposed to actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they're supposed to go in next Thursday for a town hall thing, all hands meeting. I'll go in every now and then just to let them know I'm alive. I don't ever actually get work done though. That's my whole deal. Like working, or you've gotten used to just being at home and your own time, getting stuff done. Getting interrupted every 2 seconds with people in the office. Somebody's wanting to chit chat all the time. It's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like anti-human connection or anything. I'm not a weirdo, but at the same time, just a lot of wasted time and commute time and lunch. Everybody's got to go to lunch. there's some days when I'm at home that like I know I can just go in there and make me a sandwich anytime I want it. So if I work through lunch, I work through lunch. It's not a big deal because I'm 20 seconds away from my kitchen. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't say, yeah, I forgot about that whole part of that thing. Like just being exposed to COVID and flu and whatever else is getting kicked around out there these days. Yeah, all of that. I will pass. Hard pass. Yeah, so those days I just any office day I just assume is a burner day. I'm not going to schedule any like heavy development or anything serious, anything where I need to like be focused. Get that. I'll code an email or something. Something simple. But yeah, no, I'm not doing anything crazy. Learn that lesson. But yeah, I was living the pandemic life long before the pandemic. I started freelancing when I was like what, 2012 maybe. So I was used to working from home a long time before it was cool. Everybody did it. The hardest part was just like, you do have to have some discipline. Like people that don't have self-discipline, yeah, I can imagine it would be a little difficult. But that's not bad. 2 days a week, that's not bad. I am lucky though. Our new studio head, he is very pro work from home. So that's pretty awesome. Like I don't have to worry about some BS like you gotta show up 2 days a week. Do I? Too much. What? Oh wait, ask. I put him down for that.
Floss won't take a couple seconds, a couple minutes, because nails and eyes and a couple teeth.
man, sorry about that. My mic died a couple minutes ago, and I had to go change it out, and I got distracted. I was painting. Go. All right. So, yeah, just finishing up this satin varnish on the leathery bits. This is my last turtle. Then I can add the gloss. I gotta do the little bandanas. Thick, shiny gloss, yeah. Yeah, right. I gotta finish the belt. I keep forgetting. Go over to the back side of that pouch. I got all that. Hard to tell once it starts to dry. It does have a nice soft light catch though. I'll just do a little extra shiny. Try to get all those edges nice. Alright. Oh, I gotta go over the shoulder strap thing. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day, about how some people they do like one big coat of varnish or a seal, and you lose all your different material reflectivities, and they're so subtle but so important. Like, that's why I'm doing this leather in like a satin, because I want it to catch the light just a little bit, but not as much as the shell. You're going to see these little specular highlights in the leather, but not nearly as pronounced. That's my thought process anyway. Yeah, I've seen some really good paint jobs be ruined by just what I feel like is a lazy varnishing. The thing is, like, it doesn't even have to be precise. That's why you can just kind of fly through it at the end. It's like all you're doing is giving it different intensities of being able to reflect light. Not changing the color or anything. Although that does give it a natural saturation. And you got a nice specular highlight. Kind of brings out the depth. We'll do anything to the skin. No, I do this. The skin is satin, but I did that with an airbrush, like many moons ago. So it's sealed. I don't have to worry about that. It's been sealed a couple times actually. So yeah, I'm just doing a brush varnish on this stuff that was after the shell. The shell was a gloss. I feel like I already got his. Yeah, I already did this. It's drying fast. It's freaking hot. It's not hot in here. I'm gonna blame it on the heat. Yeah, it's weird. I know I already did all this. Alright, anyway, I gotta do the mask and then do the glosses. When I gloss up the toes and the teeth and stuff, that's when it looks really good. And that's when it's basically done. Like this satin is going to dry very close to what the paint is now, but the wash mats it out. So bring it back. That's why I use satin as my main go-to. I like, even for like the bases and stuff, I like I want the rocks to kind of catch, throw back a little light. I think it helps you see the edges of the geometry. And there's just a little bit of reflectivity on some parts. That's the thing, is like if you try to do it to everything, then everything gets all washed out, like staring into the sun. All right, there we go. I get the tops. Pretty sure I just know that's going to collect a lot of dust. So I like to rubberize it as much as I can. Even if I get it on the skin, it's okay because the skin was satin to begin with. So it'll just blend right in. All right, got it. All right. Oh, now I got to do all their. Not out of the woods with the satin yet. I got to do all of their hoodie pieces. Do I sell what I print? I sold one thing. I sold that Gul'dan that I made, but I mean that was on a commission. Like, yeah, it was a coworker's friend. So yeah, it's like I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't seek it out. I don't want to turn into a statue factory. You know what I mean? Like, I thought about it. I thought really, really hard about it. About how to monetize this venture that I'm on. And I decided that Google ad revenue is going to be the way to go. I know it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be much, but that's going to be like the most on my terms that I can make it. And I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to have a good time and chit chat with you fine folks while I paint things. And you paint, and hopefully you're painting things, or sewing things, or drawing things, something. But yeah, there you go. Like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to it if the opportunity arose. But I also don't want somebody like waiting around, like they're waiting around for me to finish the statue. Like that's like the worst feeling I can imagine. So I don't want to do that. So that means I'm either going to rush through it and possibly not do a good job, or I'm just going to like be hyper sensitive, hyper paranoid about the whole thing. So yeah, that's the long and short of it, I guess. Probably a little too honest. Anyway, these little things is gonna be a pain in the butt. They're just so twisty. Having them on the stick helps. All right, there we go. Raphael, Michelangelo. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like I don't want if I did go the route of like selling statues, I'm afraid it would be like it would take the joy out of it, you know, and I don't want that to happen. I do make gifts for friends and family, you know, around the holidays. This year I'll probably start in October on some Christmas presents. My kid's been into Baldur's Gate, so I think this year I'll have to do one of the characters. I think I remember which one's his favorite, but CA Studios or somebody just released a really good Karlach. That was cool. So I will probably end up doing one of those towards the end of the year. Spoiler alert. Man, that stick did not want to come out. Alright. My one commission that I did do though paid for my my M3 Premium, my printer, my new big printer. I basically got it for free. I just had to pay shipping, so that was pretty good. I mean, not for free. Obviously, it cost me some resin and time, but not bad. Not a bad trade. Yeah, it was fun, but right now I think being able to, like I said, just kind of do it on my own terms is pretty nice. Just for me. I don't want to ruin it. I think I'm only couple hundred hours, couple hundred watch hours from being monetized. That's cool. Thanks, YouTube. All right, one more, last one. I'm running a marathon here. So close to the end. Like going around the last couple turns. I don't mind putting on thick, but I think I'm kind of overloading it now. Cooling down here. I'm trying to spread it out a little bit. All right, there we go. Wait. Now I'm done. I'm touching it. All right, let's get some gloss. Let's give these boys some manis and petties and gloss some teeth and eyes, and we're done. How do I like the ball vise? I love it. I've only used it once. I only got to use it on Cyclops so far. I didn't have to use it on these guys because they weren't small parts. But I'll definitely be using it on the Green Lantern I got coming up because he's got a nice size portrait. Like his head's like that big. So I'll be doing some freckling on him. He's gonna get a little bit of a high highly detailed skin job. Ew, that sounds gross. A highly detailed skin paint. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that lantern. Not that I haven't enjoyed my time with the turtles, I certainly have, and I'm very excited to have them on my shelf. And I definitely want to double back and do the Splinter and Shredder. I may skip the Bebop and Rocksteady. I'll see how they look, but definitely want to do the Splinter and Shredder. I feel like those are kind of important. So I may do those later in the year as well. Where's my... Oh, the 2. Where's that 2 at? Be able to... That's too small. Good for the eyes, probably. The teeth. Oh, speaking of teeth, I needed to touch up his... Let me see this. I needed to touch up Mikey's, one of Mikey's teeth. I saw it earlier and I meant to get it. Oh wait, this is not the right light. Hang on there for a second, buddy. Where's that off light? Just need a literal drop. Not even a drop, just a touch. Yeah, he's got this one. I missed the top of his tooth right there. And I saw it earlier and it bothered me. The rest are good. That'll be dry by the time I get over there to him. Come on your hole. Alright, so what am I doing here? What big boy. Alright, let's see. Pinkies. Floss up these teeth. Flossy teeth. Flossy eyes. Cool a little bit. Alright, nails, 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 and eyes. The way the light's just kind of catching on us a little bit. Probably hard to see in here. I got my studio lights on, so everything's getting washed out. But when I do some shots over the weekend, put together that final video and start posting some stuff, you guys can see the better picture. And my turtle project will be complete. I will have turtles on my shelf, which is pretty exciting. For me, anyway.
Thanky me, Finn. I'm sick. Soupy Finny.
Soup flavored cure coming on through. Poor guy.
Oh, hey, thanks. Oh yeah, the mouser. Yeah, I gotta put him on
Story.
Donatello's base. Go a little extra hard in the corners. Angelo. Like I said, I know you guys can't see the highlights and stuff. They're probably all washed out, but pretty good. All right. Donnie. Fingers and toes, fingers and toes. It did, didn't it? Yeah, you can see it just reflects a little bit of light. I love it.
If you have, say, tasted a certain taste, the taste of water, you know what it is. But to somebody who hasn't tasted it, it can never be explained in words.
Yeah, these are looking good. Let's finish up Leonardo. The gloss just adds a really nice finishing touch. Just got my nails done, bitches. Alright. Oh, I forgot the ribbons. Hold on. How's that going there? Like that? Oh. I'll glue everything in tomorrow, but I don't want to see them all together right now. Oh yeah. Boom. Look at that. Look at these beautiful bastards. Hold on, let me bring the camera down. The lighting in here's maybe too bright. We're going on a ride. Hold on. I'm gonna loosen this thing up a little bit. Oh, my cord isn't long enough. Oh, there it goes. A little fisheye happening here. Hold on. See if I can get them in focus a little bit. Can't. It's about as close as I can get them together. Yeah, I can't even see Raph. Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I appreciate the National Lampoon's reference. Thank you for that. Gotta be very careful. Their parts are still loose. Obviously, nothing's glued down, but well, let me see if I can pull this camera back. I'm afraid I'm gonna break them. Or at least drop them. There we go. There we go. Just like when I'm painting, I need to just keep pushing. I'll go this way and pull back just a little bit, maybe down a little. Sorry for the moving around. Now it's all tilted. Okay, not being able to line this thing up is gonna make me crazy. There you go. Now you can probably get a little better. Or is that too dark? Yeah, I'm happy with those.
And on the count of three.
Raph is cool. He looks angry. Arr. Yeah, I'm happy with how their wraps and stuff turned out. Shells. Little leather pouches. This is my work turntable. Yeah, you can see I just love the way the gloss just catches the little toe beans. I built I went through a little bit of a drywalling phase. So I built a shelf thing over top of my fireplace in my office here, in my studio, and I built a bunch of like quarter scale vertical slots, but then there's one long horizontal slot right above the TV, and that's where these guys are going. And I think I'm going to do Shredder and Splinter to kind of bookend it, because these guys are perfect size, but there's still more room in that long horizontal box. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Check out Mikey. Yeah, it looks good. I'm happy. I'm really happy with how their skin turned out. It's got just that little bit of bluish green kind of amphibianness to it. You know, turtle amphibians. I guess these turtles probably anyway. I don't know, but But yeah, I really like it. And like I said, yeah, you can see how the varnishes kind of really pick up the light differently. You know. Where you can see too much. Okay. Yeah. I really like that. I don't know if you can barely see it, but like the little lens inside the mouser, I filled that with transparent resin, so it's like it's got a little bit of a jewel kind of look to it. I mean, obviously it's powered down kind of jewel, but the way that catches the light is really fun. Bow staff. I'm glad that I did the wrap colors differently. So the weapon wraps are what are they? Deck tan with black wash, and then the wraps on their bodies are deck tan with sepia wash. There's just enough of a difference that like helps separate them a little bit. I like his ribbons. Purple turned out nice. Yeah, I like those little buckles and stuff on his front. I'm sure he's out of the way enough for Leo here. Captain Delicate. Oh, I'm so afraid I'm gonna break him. Oh, he's a tall boy. Get out of the way, because I don't want to risk it. Back. There we go. Yeah, so when he's sitting up on the shelf, there'll be more of like a heroic kind of view. It'll be more up. Good shot right there. That's there you go. That's the shot. Look at him. Bam. A badass. I love doing can you tell I love doing my photo shoots just as much as I love painting the models. I don't know why it feels like I'm just playing with my new toys for a second before I put them on the shelf. I'm glad I'm happy with the way the ropes came out. It was hard mixing up enough different browns back there. There's like just a whole lot of browns back here in the back, but I'm happy with how those ropes turned out. Well, that was fun. Money. All right, so yeah, I got these guys finished, and now I'm going to do my studio shots tomorrow, all my little studio videos, and basically just put together start getting ready for the next project. You know, that Green Lantern. So at some point I gotta also assemble my bearded dragon enclosure. I've been promised to do that like for 3 months now. I just haven't gotten around to it. All I gotta do is like measure off the plexiglass, cut it, a few more other things. Cutting into his glass aquarium though, I really don't want to do, but I have all the tools to do it. So one day I'll do it. We'll do it in the fall. Yeah, it's too hot to do it right now. What am I talking about? We'll do that shit in the fall. So forget that project. Next up, Green Lantern. And then after that, I don't know. One of these. That'll be August. I really want to do that big Thanos too. All right, pump your brakes, Jeffro. It would be AT Beast. You're the most punctual person I know of on this stream so far. So thank you very much. You always show up. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. It is late, 11:30, but I'm glad I pushed through and got them all done. And yeah, so I'll probably be off for the next few days. I'll just be doing other stuff, getting this video cut together. But then, like I said, I'll start streaming whenever I begin the Green Lantern stuff. Maybe like Sunday. I might do, see if I can get it, get some of this video work done on a Saturday, stretch it into next week. Or maybe back to the paint desk on Sunday. We'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.